one of the things that I will say is like own it, right? If you betrayed somebody, like say yes, I absolutely did that, and here's why. Here's why it made the most sense for my game. People are more likely to be able to get over betrayals if they can understand that it was the right move for you. If they think that you made a stupid move and betrayed them, they won't get over it. You know what I mean? And then they'll probably vote against you. But if you can, like, they might not know all of your reasonings, and so you have to be the one to articulate it. That challenge is sort of on you. So especially if you've like done a lot of betrayals and that sort of thing, like, my advice would be own the moves that you made, and you don't have to like say, yeah, like it was awesome to like screw you over. You don't have to like take a ton of joy in it, but you can say always it was, to get to where I am now. Right. And that's kind of it. You want to try to think about, from their perspective, do they think it was a good move or not? And if you think they think it's not, then it's on you to change that.
Okay.
Do you guys have any like questions? Or, I mean, not that I am a super duper expert on live online reality game Final 2 tribal councils, but I have been in one back in 2005.
Oh wow!
And I was like 13 years old, so, and I won. So, and actually, the guy that I beat in the Final 2 ended up working for casting for Survivor. And he was the casting editor when I went through casting, and so he was in every room when I did my interviews.
That's crazy.
And I called him out to all of his bosses, to CBS executives, to the president of entertainment for CBS, to Jeff Probst. I said, did you know that guy in the corner over there, I kicked his ass when I was 12 years old.
That's great.
Gosh.
I have one question.
Sure.
So do you think it's a good idea for us both to mention our charities before we get into the speech? Like, I don't want that to be like trying to convince them to feel bad for like a charity, but I don't know.
I would not do it in terms of, I mean, you obviously you can do what you want, but if I'm trying to think of like, how am I going to get votes and whatever, I would do it in terms of, this is what the money, the money's going to go to if I win, but not like, here's why you should pick this charity over the other charity or anything like that. Or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just as like an informational kind of thing. That's probably how I would phrase it.
Cool.
In case you wanted a reminder of what charity I'm playing for, it's this. This is what the money's going to go to. But tonight I really want to express to you why I think I played the best game and why I think you should vote for me, and remember that they're voting for you, not for the charity.
Yes.
So would you recommend in the speeches to kind of go into votes that were important or mattered, or would you recommend keeping it like vague and like just keeping it a very like umbrella?
I would go into it.
Okay, it's just hard because it's like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, you have to judge for yourself, how you want to use the time, but I think they're going to, especially, your task is to think about what votes do they not understand, right? Or what votes do they think I really messed up on? Or what votes do they think are they really hurt by? And I would focus on those so that you have a chance to, like, explain. Unless you don't have a good explanation. If you don't have a good explanation for it, don't try to make one up. I would say, look, this move wasn't my best, but here's how I recovered, right? I did a lot of that at Final Tribal Council. I was like, I got blindsided at the very first vote. I wasn't paying enough attention, but here's how I recovered. Here's how I built relationships to get me out of that jam, right? So you don't have to claim that everything you did was perfect. In fact, if you do, you're probably going to piss people off if they know that that's not the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you genuinely believe that you made some mistakes, only own them in the context of explaining how you made it work for you, even after making a mistake. Also, just a reminder, I don't know, have either of you guys applied for Survivor?
I have.
I haven't, but I've applied to like other similar shows.
Like Big Brother?
Yeah, and the Circle.
Okay, well, just a reminder that whoever wins tonight, because you guys are on my team, if you want, no pressure, but if you want, we'll do the casting premium package or whatever. So a little bonus motivation for you guys to try to do well tonight.
Yeah.
Cool.
But obviously, if you're not interested in that, I won't be offended. So, anything else before? I think they're going to have me go over and talk to the jury. I think, but I won't poison them. Don't worry.
Any tips on keeping the nerves at bay? I guess.
Remember that they are people who have feelings, and you just have a conversation with them. Like, I wouldn't try to perform. I wouldn't read a speech. I wouldn't, if you feel like they're throwing daggers at you, you can acknowledge that, right? Like, I get that I hurt some of you, or I can feel that you're upset at me. And then, the more you can acknowledge their thoughts and feelings, I think the more likely you are to be able to turn their anger into, acceptance.
Okay.
Cool.
Thank you.
But
yeah, thank you.
What happens, you guys should be super proud of, after never playing one of these games, to get to the final two is awesome.
Yeah.
And it's a massive accomplishment no matter what.
Appreciate it.
So I'll be excited to see how you guys did it. What's that?
And a win for Team Adam.
Yeah.
And a win for Team Adam. I love that. You don't see Wendell on here tonight, do you? I was a little worried about Schneidman, though. I was a little worried.
No, we kept him to the end because he was so bad at challenges. Sorry, I'm not going to tell him that.
I mean, you can't look. If that's the truth, I wouldn't say because you suck. I wouldn't do it in a mean way, but he wasn't performing as well in the challenges, and we thought we'd be able to beat him at the end. So that's why we got you out instead of him, because you were a bigger threat. I think that's fair.
Yeah. But he was a really good player, so.
Yeah, he was solid.
Well, not as good as you guys, clearly. So, well done. Congratulations. All right, good luck, guys. Email me afterwards if you want to let me know what happened. Yeah.
Cool.
Thanks, Adam.